Hey there folks, Tom here from Tom's Test Kitchen, and I ran across a recipe this week that it sounded interesting to me. Not necessarily the recipe, I thought the recipe was kind of okay, it's kind of boring. But what intrigued me was this. This is a recipe for pumpkin chili. So this is pumpkin. This is canned pumpkin. So I basically have taken some of the ingredients from that and I've changed a few things from the original recipe to make it more interesting to me and hopefully more interesting to you. So here I have a full can of pumpkin. Make sure for this you do not get pumpkin mix for like pumpkin pie that has like the spices already in it. This is just 100% pumpkin. And here I have a can of tomatoes and jalapenos, or tomatoes and chilies, with the juice and everything because I want that juice. And a can of hominy. Now this is, if you're not familiar with hominy, it's white corn that's been treated with, I believe, lime. And it swells up and it just has like a really good taste. So I've drained and rinsed the hominy. I've got a can of red kidney beans that I've drained and rinsed as well. And here I have 2 tablespoons of my favorite New Mexican chili powder. You can use your favorite chili powder as well. And a teaspoon of curry. And then of course I got salt, pepper to taste, and some chicken broth. So let's get this together. Oh, I forgot 2 other ingredients. Dice up some onion and some garlic. So let's put this all together and see what a pumpkin chili tastes like. It's that time of year. Weather's starting to turn cold. It's great for soups, stews, chowders, chilies, and what could be more fall than pumpkin? Okay, I got some onion sauté in here. And about a tablespoon of olive oil. Just want to kind of soften them up. You don't want to brown them or anything. They look like they're about ready, nice and soft. So let's add some garlic. This is 2 cloves of garlic. There were some pretty large cloves, so you want to add the garlic later. You don't want to add it at the same time with the onions because you don't want to burn the garlic. You just want to get some of that flavor going. Just let that go for, I don't know, about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, in goes our 2 tablespoons of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of curry. I like to do this at this point because it really blooms, as they say, the spices. Oh man, it smells good. And then we're going to add our can of pumpkin. And mix that really well. Kind of get that pumpkin sauteed a little bit with the onions and the spices. Smells really good. I got a feeling this is going to taste really good. Okay, let's go ahead and add our tomatoes. Tomatoes and chilies. Give that a good stir. Now granted, this is not what most people think of as chili. But we're going to give it a shot. Is that our hominy? I hope I didn't underestimate this pot. I think I'll be okay. That's the hominy. And here comes kidney beans. And the stove is on medium, by the way. Just incorporate that really well. It's certainly looking good. Okay, let's add some chicken broth. I'm going to start with 2 cups. 2 cups of chicken broth. We'll add more if we need to. I'm not going to add any salt and pepper just yet, so I want to taste this as it comes together, and I'll adjust it for seasonings, because there's salt in the beans, and the hominy, and the tomatoes, so I don't want to over salt it, but I will add some pepper. Just add a few grains. Add as much as you like. I like black pepper, so I'm just gonna add several grains. Okay, I'm just gonna let this simmer for a while, and then I'll bring you back. That looks really good. It looks like chili to me. Okay, be back in a little bit. I have to give a shout out to Greg at Ballistic Barbecue. I'm wearing his t-shirt. It's funny, I was just watching a video of one of his latest videos with his smoked fried chicken on his big green egg, and I'm wearing his shirt while I'm watching his video, so I just had to get this on camera. Thanks, Greg. It's a great shirt. I get a lot of compliments. Just had to share that one. Well, it's been simmering for 40 minutes. See how it looks? Looks pretty awesome. Smells really good. It's a really nice thick chili. I would expect that, with all that, the whole can of pumpkin in there, it should be thick. So let's give it a taste, see if we need to season it any. A little bit of salt, not a lot. Just needs a little bit of salt. Tastes really good. It was a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Yeah, it's got really an awesome flavor. Just enough heat. The chili powder and the jalapenos with the tomatoes. Let's taste that hominy and the kidney beans together. Yeah, I gotta say, this has got some really good flavor. I think this is ready to eat now. So I'm gonna plate this up, or bowl this up, and show you how I'm gonna serve it. This is a definite winner. Definitely thumbs up. Okay, we're not going to be eating this right now. I just wanted to show how I would serve this. So I'm just going to add some shredded Colby Jack cheese to the top. I wish I'd have picked up some cilantro. That, I think a few sprigs of cilantro would have been really good. So let's try this out. Let that cheese melt a little bit. I gotta admit, this is, you know, from tasting it before to adjust the seasonings, it has a great flavor. With that nice gooey melted cheese. You can really smell that curry. I love curry. Excuse my arm there. I gotta say, this is one of the best chilies. This is definitely going in my book of favorite chilies. I did use chicken broth, but if you want to make this completely vegetarian, I would just use vegetable broth. But it's very hearty. It has a great flavor. It's not too hot. It's nice. Got a nice little spice to it. The pumpkin flavor is very subtle, but you can taste it. I got a feeling this is probably pretty good for you too, minus the cheese. That's so good. The hominy is really, really tasty. I haven't had hominy in quite a while. I forgot how good it was. There you go. Pumpkin chili. Go make some.